What is going on, you guys? Okay, so obviously this is not a Friday update video because, well, you've seen the title. So yeah, about a month ago, on September 13th of this year, Scooby-Doo is officially 50 years old. And Fred's still being voiced by the same freaking actor. I bet you he's old man Fred at this point. Back when I was a boy, you could buy gas for just $1. Without further ado, here's my top 5 Scooby-Doo movies. Scooby-Doo Meets the Boo Brothers was a movie that I watched constantly when I was a kid. And it was one of those movies that, watching it as an adult and the cartoon like behavior of the Boo Brothers, it's just like, when you're a kid you don't question it, but as an adult you're just like, why? But anyway, I've always loved this movie because it always made me laugh. Fun fact, because of this movie, I created Benny because he's based on Scooby-Doo. Alright, so Scooby-Doo and the Cyberchase was one of those movies that, again, I watched it constantly. You feel like you're right there with them as they go through the game, and once you see like the different clues as to who it is, it's so freaking obvious that it's the baseball guy that did it. Another fun fact, Officer Wembley was the inspiration for Ace. Seriously, watch one of the videos with Ace on here, and then go watch Scooby-Doo and the Cyberchase, and see Officer Wembley. Oh, you'll see it. Alright, so Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost is one that I've actually watched a lot recently, and it's the only Scooby-Doo movie I still have on VHS, believe it or not. And with this movie, well, you kind of see Velma's geeky side. I mean, when she meets the author, Ben Ravencroft, who, by the way, is voiced by Tim Curry, you meet the Hex Girls, and they're awesome. One of my favorite things about Scooby-Doo is the Hex Girls. So I had to include a newer movie because in the past I've said that I don't really like the newer Scooby-Doo movies and TV shows, but Legend of the Vampire was my favorite newer Scooby-Doo movie because, one, again, the Hex Girls is funny as hell. When Scooby and Shaggy are being chased by the fake vampires and they serve, well, the black vampire spaghetti, and they pour garlic on it, and then and then the vampire eats the whole thing. Like, that was funny. And plus, you actually get to hear Velma sing, which I was not expecting that. And she's actually got a great voice. Alright, so before I get to number 1, I want to give I want to list out some of the other movies I didn't get to mention in this video. Obviously, there's Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders, the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, which get a lot of hate, but I personally love. There's Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. There is just so many more out there besides these 5 that I absolutely love, and I just hate that I didn't get the chance to talk about them. So, here's number 1. Alright, so this is a lot of people's favorite Scooby-Doo movie, but it's my personal favorite too because it's funny, it's got a darker tone. Apparently there was a sequel made. I haven't seen it, but I can imagine it's a good one. But yeah, Zombie Island is one of my favorite Scooby-Doo movies. I'm not gonna give away the plot because it's just that good. If you haven't seen it, go on ahead and see it because it will be worth the time. And that about wraps up our list. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Here's to another 20 or 30 years of Scooby-Doo. Thank you all for stopping by. Until next week, stay awesome everyone. Bye.